Hello and welcome back to my channel. New York Times bestselling author Jamie Brumfield, and today we are on day 15 of our 100 days of 100 ways to reduce stress, manage stress, cope with stress, deal with stress. Really, it's just about relieving stress. And today we're going to talk about affirmations and how they relate to stress release. Whether you believe in the power of affirmations or not, you are affected by them every single day. The key is really to use positive affirmations and to avoid any negative reinforcing thoughts. Have you ever watched something on television and then realized that it was over and basically had spaced out through the whole television series or episode, whatever you were watching, remembering nothing about the show? An even better example, driven home the same route every day and only remember the starting of the trip and the ending of the trip, having no idea how you got home safely. This is an autopilot that our minds do. It is when the unconscious mind knows the way and takes over and allows the conscious mind to relax. This is known as implicit memory. This is similar to the state of hypnosis, the relaxed state that we use in NLP, Neuro Linguistic Programming. It's also where your beliefs, your limiting beliefs, and internal thoughts lie too. When it comes to stress, our thoughts can be huge triggers, especially the thoughts that are negative, thoughts that are related to limiting beliefs, or being overly critical of ourselves. Affirmations are a conscious way of reaffirming something to help with stress. The goal is really to focus again on the positive of the affirmations. Did you know that we all are, reaffirming ourselves every day, whether we believe in the power of affirmations or not? Here's the deal. We're going to believe whatever we tell ourselves the most. Words are super powerful. They can empower you, reduce your stress, and keep you focused on the positive to achieving success, or they can buy into limited beliefs and negativity, and these words really don't even have to be said out loud. They can be thought. That's how powerful words are. I'm going to invite you to do a test. Every day in your journey journal for a week, write down your thoughts. Mark them as negative, positive, or neutral. Which area do your thoughts tend to go? Do they go to the negative, the positive, or are they neutral? If you want to dig deeper into this, I'll link up a video below that outlines a tool that I have used many times in the past to help clients reframe their negative thoughts. This is called Mindset Reframe. In this video, though, we're trying to focus on affirmations and how to create your own affirmations. The goal really is of a positive affirmation is to replace negative beliefs with positive and empowering beliefs. Now, it doesn't happen overnight, and I want to stress that again, it does not happen overnight. Our negative thought patterns weren't built in a day, so it will take time. One important thing that I've seen with working with clients is that using powerful affirmations in the beginning is actually really easy. But as time goes on, like a few days or a week, this practice drops off before the real power of the practice has had any chance to take hold. Time and repetition is super important part of the process. Your mind works in association and connections. It is about being efficient. And if you'd like me to do a video where I talk on this at a deeper level, let me know in the comment section below. I'll be happy to create one of those for this channel. Let me give you an example though. A great example of associations and connections is when you hear a song or a trigger phrase that you heard when you were younger that creates an instant feeling or emotional response. That mindset reframe video that I talked about earlier will discuss ways to identify and reframe those negative thoughts into positive. But ask yourself in your journey journal, what kind of songs trigger emotional responses for you, and what are those emotional responses? Are there any phrases that somebody says to you that makes you feel instant response before anything's said, like we have to talk? Does that have an instant response within you before anything's even said? Ask yourself those questions and see if there are those kind of connections, and you'll see the emotional connection that goes with that. So I know this is a long description around affirmations and the importance of them, but I wanted to show you how grounded this is in psychology, because the word affirmation has been overused as a buzzword with very little explanation so many times in my experience that I'm sure most of us have had the same similar experiences. So Now I want to end this video by giving you some tips on how to create your own personal affirmations. First of all, number one, make sure that it's in the present tense and it's personal. I am. We don't want to use the word I will. You're trying to change a belief that is in the present tense, and you want to set off that belief with the present tense and own it. I am powerful. I am courageous. I am creative. I am strong. Number two, positive. Make sure that it's positive. This is super important. It must be a positive statement. Positivity is super important with affirmations. Words, again, have power. Number three, make sure it's possible. You must believe that this statement is possible. Belief plays a heavy role in changing the negative to the positive. Number four, feel it. Affirmations are the most powerful when they are created and reinforced in emotions. Think back to the song example that I used earlier. This response is generally an emotional response. Speak it out loud. That's number five. Speak it out loud just brings in the auditory aspect of it and really just kind of creates another layer to the connections and the associations. We're falling back on my neuro linguistic programming here. Add movement to the phrase. This is a kinesthetic technique. You're adding movement to the phrase. This can be as simple as standing up when you say the words, or raising your fist in a success pose. Anything, any kind of movement that you can add to your affirmation can be super helpful to reinforce it. And number seven, reinforce with visual pictures like a vision board. Okay, so I just brought in a lot of aspects from neuro-linguistic programming, and we're basically dealing with, kinesthetic, auditory, and visual. And what we're talking about here is how we learn, the different ways we learn. So adding those in is just creating more association and more connections. So we're going to talk about control and out of control in another video. Thoughts can be controlled in many cases. Recognizing negative thoughts and reframing can be empowering and reduce stress in so many ways. Your mission, should you choose to accept it in this video, is to create your own affirmation, a powerful affirmation that you can use going forward through the week, and use this affirmation as a daily mantra. You can put this in your journey journal. You can relate it to your stress diary that you're doing that we talked about in another video. You can relate it to the mindset activity that we talked about in another video, which I'm linking up below. All of these can be helpful. If you're new to the channel, please be sure to subscribe and click the bell to get notified when new videos become available. And if you have been a supporter of this channel, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. All the likes, the comments, and the sharing, really super helpful. I really do appreciate it. Be sure to check out the 100 days of 100 ways to reduce